Top 10 questions anybody needs to ask their DUI attorney before hiring them. The driver's license is almost immediately affected when you are arrested for a drunk driving offense. The bottom line, if you refuse, your license is going to be suspended immediately. If you blew above or at .08, your license will be suspended for 180 days. That could be longer or shorter depending on the actual charge, depending on what court you're in and what county. If you blew under .08, your license shouldn't be suspended, but some judges do it anyway. Not every single DUI case is going to go to jury trial, but you want to make sure your attorney has actual jury trial experience with a DUI. Because if your case does end up being one of the rare DUI cases that does go to jury trial, you don't want to be your attorneys first. Attorneys that try cases and know how to do jury trials, well, the bottom line is they get better deals than those that don't. In Indiana, there's two types of trials. A jury trial, just like you see on TV, might be a little bit fewer jurors in Indiana than some other states. And there's also a bench trial. You don't really see those on TV too much, but a bench trial is the judge, defense attorney, defendant, the police officers, and the prosecutors. Bench trials is very important that the attorney knows what they're up against and they know what the judge is going to consider good evidence and bad evidence. You want to make sure your attorney has a healthy practice. And a healthy practice, part of that is doing trials, including bench trials. There's only 3 standardized field sobriety tests. The first one is a horizontal gaze nystagmus, the eye test. The second one is the one leg stand. Stand on one leg, count to 30. You're watching if your hands go up or anything like that. And then the last test, the last standardized test, is a 9-step walk and turn. Those are the only 3 that are standardized. So if your attorney you're talking to doesn't know that or can't answer that, it probably means they're not the right attorney for your DUI case. Going through that training is a 3-day process. It's not easy, but going through that training shows a dedication and commitment to fighting DUI cases, because if officers are cutting corners, if you've actually been trained in the same way, you have the same manuals that they do, you can actually call them out on that. And the standard field sobriety training is one of the few trainings that non-police officers can go to. A lot of the trainings, Borkenstein course, how to do the alcohol evaluation, how to do the intoximeter, a lot of those are just cut off from defense attorney. Please try to find someone who actually has gone to that training. It's not always possible to keep blood or breath out of evidence, but if your attorney has been able to do that in the past, that shows a commitment to not only understanding DUI law, but also understanding that a blood or a breath test has to be done exactly the correct way. Otherwise, by law, it's not coming in. Whether or not they're able to keep evidence out, more importantly, the blood or the breath, that shows that whether or not the attorney is actually dedicated to fighting these type of cases on a regular basis. The National College for DUI Defense is an amazing organization. Some of the smartest attorneys across the country get together and try to help each other with creative problem solving, how to attack the science behind a DUI, common themes that work in trials. Anybody that is serious about defending drunk drivers needs to be a member of the National College of DUI Defense. Reason why I think that's important, I was a former deputy prosecutor doing DUIs, and I saw the problems state had with certain type of facts, certain type of evidence. And when you understand how to prosecute a case, you actually understand better how to defend that case, and cases in general. Attorneys by law have to do so many hours of continuing legal education every year, and they're doing stuff that makes no sense with their practice areas. So ask those attorneys, hey, of all that continuing legal education you did, how much was dedicated to DUI defense? Have you taught any DUI courses for other attorneys in the past year or so? The answer might surprise you. And don't let people just BS you a little bit. Oh, yeah. Make them show you. Anyone who wants to see my records, they're more than welcome to. I've done hundreds and hundreds of hours. My law firm goes to great strides to make sure that we are affordable and there's payment plans. We want everybody who is able to be able to afford us, because I know I can do the absolute best DUI defense for anyone. Remember, always plead the 5th.